Are you grunting? You just made a noise. I know you did. I heard it. Oh, he's possessed. It feels like just yesterday I was reading out the patch notes for version 0.11 for Into the Radius 2, and here we are on 0.12 already. So CM Games is just working their ass off over there. Those guys are built different, I would say. So let's read off the patch notes for 0.12. Good luck with the switch, go burr. Alright, let's get started. Key features, player body improvements. To address several persistent issues, we revamped our approach to body handling. Height calibration is now more accurate as long as your boundary is enabled and properly configured. Oh fuck, dude, I'm so short. Yeah, there's no way I'm the height of the fridge. Something feels wrong here. I am a small little man. Good lord. Additionally, legs now scale to match the player's height, but we don't scale the whole character to prevent issues with holsters becoming closer to each other and harder to grab for smaller people. We introduced a dedicated seated mode, the ability to choose between seated or standing mode during the height calibration tutorial step, and automatic height recalibration when switching between those modes. Body turning logic has been refined to better resemble ITR2. Now that's a good one, because right now Into the Radius 2 is super clunky when it comes to turning around. At least it is on my Rift S, and I would assume it's probably the same way for other people. But I think I have like 90-degree steps, so like if I'm facing this way, it doesn't turn until I like go all the way to the left. Quite janky, so we'll see how it is when I hop back in. New armor equipment. We added 3 ballistic helmets, the Sphera, Pasget, and Fast. I looked up the Sphera because I did not know which one this one is, but it's the diaper helmet. It's that goofy looking diaper helmet thing that I've seen in EFT before. It looks a little better in the game than I thought it was, actually. And Pasget helmets. These are very standard looking, boring, helmets that have ear protection and everything on them. Here's the Pasget helmet with rails on the side. Very interesting. Rails are an interesting look. Very ugly. I do not like that, but I might have to buy one. And then we've got the Ops Core Fast helmet, which is the super sick, high-speed operator kind of helmet. I can't even touch this thing because I'm not a high enough level? Wow. They're just telling me to get fucked, aren't they? These look way cooler, and no, look at this. This dude has a mandible. I don't think I've ever seen one actually worn on... Oh, shit. Look at that. Probably just did it for the picture. I mean, it looks goofy as hell, but... Anyway, those are the 3 helmets. Helmets protect you from impact until they completely wear out and become useless. The helmets vary in their parameters and features, including compatibility with head flashlights, and may have or not have rails for attachments. Please check known issues regarding the powering on the attachments if they are on the worn helmet. A separate slot for helmet/headgear has been added to all backpacks. Very cool. And since we know that the Fast helmet has this lovely little mount, I know you guys know what that's for. So, night vision when? New guns and a weapon set redesign. We added 2 iconic guns, the AKM and M4A1 in several variations. By the way, the M4A1's telescopic stock length can be adjusted. Pretty cool. To diversify the weapons in the game and make them appear more frequently in loot, we reworked the weapon set so that its variations fall into one of 3 new categories. A stashed version, found in the Radius with reduced stats and capabilities. The stock version, acquired at the supply depot with basic stats and capabilities, but limited attachment options. I guess that would be like the circular handguard, like the ugly looking, no quad rail. And lastly, the modified version, also acquired only at the supply depot with enhanced stats and a wider range of attachment options. Configuration changes have affected all current weapons. Don't be surprised if something is missing or new. Most missing items should reappear at the table at the facility, but we can't guarantee it 100%, so make sure to check. Weapon wear and cleaning. From now on, weapons in the game can wear out and take damage from hits. I don't know what kind of hits they're talking about. They might be talking about a bullet directly hitting a weapon, which would be kind of cool, but don't know if that's a thing or not. The degradation of weapon condition is visible, affects weapon performance, and increases the chance of misfire or jamming. Keep in mind that in this update, only the first initial stage of wear is introduced. To restore a weapon, we added a basic cleaning procedure using a bench vise, spray, and brush. Cleaning rod is also planned and will be added in one of the upcoming updates. That might be 0.13, but we'll see. So now we have the first half of the weapon cleaning that we have in Into the Radius 1. So that's cool. Hopefully it doesn't degrade too fast because cleaning does get kind of annoying. Item carrying limits. All item containers, backpacks, chest rigs, and plate carriers now feature the originally planned mechanics for limiting the number/weight of items they can carry. It is now impossible to place an item in a chest rig or backpack if they are out of capacity. The item will fall onto the ground. If your current backpack's limit is not enough, consider getting one with a higher capacity. That's interesting. It's going to fall straight through. Why not just like over encumbrance? So like you just like don't move. Like the way that Stalker Anomaly does it, how when you have too much you just stop moving. I mean that kind of works, but I guess just, you know, fall to the ground. That works too. We also rebalanced the weight and capacity of all items and equipment. Keep in mind that our loadout mechanics operate not with the actual weight, but with a conditional parameter that combines both weight and volume. Therefore, the restrictions apply not only to the weight of items, but also consider other factors. Now, instead of collecting everything, you'll need to choose what's more important for your current mission and long-term needs, as well as switch to more efficient gear for carrying items. Distortion zones and protection from it. The Pachorsk anomaly now features a new phenomenon: distortion zones. These are special areas that distort the vision and hearing of anyone reckless enough to enter them, as well as cause significant health damage if entered without the proper protection. Fortunately, they do not damage weapons or items. Well, that's pretty good. In order for the explorers to carry out missions within the distortion zones, the UNPSC has developed special protective gear. The brand new anti-distortion headgear provides temporary protection within distortion zones and recharges when the explorer is outside of them. The anti-distortion headgear can be placed in a separate slot in the backpack, just like a ballistic helmet. A separate slot, that's pretty cool. Have a little dedicated slot for it. No, come on, work. There we go. So I kind of like this idea of doing the temporary protection from the distortion zone too, like rather than just be able to stand in there like forever. Maybe you just get like 5 to 10 minutes and then you got to get out and recharge it. That's kind of neat. That's a new mechanic I haven't really heard of before. I kind of like that. Yeah, I don't quite know if I like these things or not yet. I don't think I'm really down with the idea of like not being able to see shit inside of this like little field. I don't think it's got that much of a novelty that I prefer to just be completely impaired. Yeah, I don't really think I'm a huge fan of this. The smoke was a little bit better in the first game, so I think I prefer that. Locations visual improvement. Significantly improved the visual design of the Radius locations. New appearance of ash, the sun, the sky, time of day transitions. Ooh, that's a nice one. And numerous small changes in the landscape and details of points of interest. Some of these changes also affected the facility environment. Hopefully that doesn't mean that my game's going to run shittier, but we will see. New enemies. Here is the one we've all been waiting for. We added a new low-level monster, representing a new incarnation of the classic fragment from ITR1. In this update, it is introduced in 2 variations, differing in their ability to regenerate. With their addition to the game, we changed the number and variety of enemies in the current locations of the Radius, featuring more low-level monsters and fewer late-stage mimics. I haven't really made up my mind yet as to if I like this new enemy type or not. I mean, they're a really cool concept. I like the way they look, I kind of like the way they move, but the problem with them is, from the side, you can't hit them. Like, they are impossible to hit. From the front, everything's Gucci. Like, that's easy. I can do that all day long. But the second that you try to hit one from the side, game over, dude. Game over. They're just holes from the side. You just shoot straight through them. Alright, that's going to be it for what I read of the patch notes, because I don't want to make another 30-minute long video like I did last time with 0.11. That's going to get kind of boring. So instead, the major changes, the known issues, the main fixes, beta changes and fixes, all this stuff can be found at the link in the description. I will link the patch notes over there. And also, you'll probably have noticed, all of this has been scrolling past you this whole time that I've been talking, because I'm too lazy to read all of it. And that is going to do it for the patch notes for 0.12. If you don't already have the game, I would recommend buying it right now, because it's actually on sale at the time of me recording this. So go and get it while it's hot. And that's it. That's all I've got. That's the patch notes. See ya.